So we are having Jupiter move into the sign of Gemini on the 25th of May. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth and luck and blessings. So wherever your Gemini house is, this is where you're going to reap the rewards of this extra positive energy. But let's not forget that Jupiter is also the planet of truth and enlightenment, which means that it may not always present itself in a pleasant way to begin with, but be rest assured that whatever happens, it will be aligning you to a more peaceful, more enlightened path where you will be given the opportunities for blessings and more growth in your life. Now, I will be going through all the signs, but before I jump in, hi, welcome back if you are returning, and a big welcome if you are new here. My name is Lisa. I'm a psychotherapist, an astrologer, and many other things, but hey, who cares? And let's just jump straight in. So I will be giving a brief overview of all the signs, just so you can keep in mind as well throughout the year. Be open to what's coming your way. I also recommend that you listen to your sun, moon and rising sign, all three, if you can, to get a holistic overview. Your sun will give you an overview of your vitality, your health, your well-being, your career, what you're doing out in the world. Your moon sign will give you a more subjective overview of how you feel and how you're going to be navigating this in an emotional way, subjective way. And your ascendant sign will be most accurate because it will tell you where and how this will be happening in your chart. Jupiter is going to nevertheless help you see the truth of maybe what you're not seeing, and to help you understand why you are where you are right now, and how you're going to be able to get where you want to go by being able to see the truth of what's in your life, what's being presented, what you need to let go of, so you can now walk through the door of something new. Now, Jupiter in Gemini is in its detriment. Now, Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the opposite sign of Gemini. And Gemini is a very scattered energy. It's all about information and learning, and Jupiter's the bigger picture of everything. You know, it's more the philosopher of life, the mentor, the teacher. And so when Jupiter is in Gemini, it's struggling a little bit because it's so bombarded with all these choices, all this information, all these different interests, and having, doing 100 things at once, when Jupiter really is more comfortable in sitting back and just seeing the bigger picture of it all. But there's a lot we can learn from Jupiter in Gemini and what they both offer as well, if you allow yourself to do that. So it's a bit like when you are thinking of an artist, or if you do art and you paint a picture. If you are painting and you're up close, what do you often see people do? They will then step back and look at the bigger picture. What am I missing that I didn't see close up? That's the Jupiter energy of stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. But we wouldn't be able to paint the picture, and we wouldn't be able to really see the detail if we didn't go up close either, and we wouldn't be able to actually have a picture to see if the detail wasn't there, right? So this energy with Jupiter and Gemini, it's going to be an energy that will present you most likely with lots of different opportunities, but it can also be very scattered. So you may find that you struggle in making choices as well, and knowing what's the right path for you or not. And the way you would do that is really by feeling into what brings me most peace, what decision, what choice, what is it that I'm going to do that will bring me most peace? And whatever will bring you most peace, that's going to bring you into an alignment. So just another idea of how Jupiter feels in Gemini. So you can imagine going to someone's house, right, that you've never been in before. And so you don't know what to expect. You don't really know how to treat the house or be in the house. And so let's say you're going to meet your partner's parents for the first time, and you go into their house, and it's late morning, afternoon, and they offer you a, I don't know, shot of whiskey or a glass of wine, whatever it is. And you're thinking, okay, do I take the glass of wine? Do I not? Are they testing me? Do they want to see if I drink? Are they drinking? Will they feel offended if I don't take the drink? And there's all this like irrational, scattered kind of all these possibilities of how something could be, or what someone could be thinking, or what's their intention. And it's this scattered energy of, I don't really know how to make of this situation right now. And that's the kind of energy it can be, because Jupiter can also be excess as well, which is also to keep in mind. It does bring us a lot, but it can also bring us an excess of something. So moderation is key with Jupiter, and with Gemini here, with lots of different options and lots of different ideas, and a bit of a scattered energy. We will have to ground ourselves this year with Jupiter and Gemini, and really, really think about making a decision based on who we are, what aligns with us, what feels peaceful, what feels right. So if you are now taking that glass of wine because you think you're going to offend your partner's parents, and you start drinking that wine, when you go there next week, they're going to give you another glass of wine. And if you don't like wine, then you've just set yourself up for a really difficult situation of now having to tell them that all this time you've been drinking wine and you don't even like it. And so these are the sort of situations you can find yourself in if you are not being true to who you are. Okay, so just bear that in mind this year. It will serve you well if you do. So what I'm going to do now is just jump straight into the signs. It will just be a very quick hit, just so that you can keep in mind of these opportunities. But again, just hold at the back of your mind that even though Jupiter does bring us luck and blessings and opportunities and healing, it doesn't always appear like that to begin with. And it's not always pleasant in the moment. And normally the truth isn't, if we've been denying it. But just know that whatever comes your way, even if it feels hard in the moment, behind the intention of that, there is always some opportunity that will be there if you allow yourself to see it. So I will now jump in and start with Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. So now for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your third house. So Jupiter will be now moving into your third house of communication, of your siblings, your aunts, uncles, cousins, vehicles, short distance travel, learning. It's a busy house. There's a lot going on, but it's a great place for Jupiter to be, because there's a lot of expansion in this house that can be happening. So if you're doing anything like let's say this is also for small businesses as well. So if you are working on a small business, if you're writing anything, if you're wanting to do anything on social media, great. This will be really, really good. So any form of communication, if you're thinking of doing a website, or you just want to voice your opinion, or do something where you're sort of showcasing yourself out in a way, or wanting to make a difference, or in your community, this is great. This will bring you those opportunities if you want them. This can also be about relationships as well, so like with your siblings or your neighbors, or just the people that you're around, like your local community and society. And you can develop some really good relationships here, so they can grow, they can expand, and they can be really supportive and healing at this time as well. So I would say, if there is any particular relationships you want to heal, if it is with a neighbor, is with a sibling, perfect, great time. And you can also be very healing for these people in your life as well. So that's great. Now, also with traveling, this is short distance traveling. So you may find that you do get a lot busier as well. Remember, Jupiter brings a more of and a lot of. So you may find yourself doing a lot more short distance traveling, back and forward, and just a more it can bring some adventure as well, if that's what you're looking for. So it's really about what you want. So keep in mind what this can bring you. Jupiter does rule your ninth house, which is long distance travel. That's also higher learning, foreign lands and countries, and our morals, our beliefs as well. So this can be a lot to do with teaching and learning, whether you're teaching or whether you just find a really good mentor or teacher. And maybe as well you're shifting in terms of things that maybe you want to do things differently. Maybe your beliefs and values are going to change in the experiences that you're going to have this year, by the courses that you're going to do, or the relationships you build, or people that come into your life that you meet. So keep that in mind, and good luck with that, and I wish you all the very best. So now Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your second house of money, money that you earn, your self-worth, your self-value, your possessions. So this, with Jupiter here now in your second house, this will be bringing opportunities for you and blessings to be able to find a way to earn money, bring more in, that really hold more value to you, that feels more inspiring, that gives you a sense of self-worth, a sense of self-purpose, and even bring some healing in this area as well. Because this can also be, the second house can be our very early years, so things that we experience from very early on, because this is the house of self-worth. A lot of our self-worth and our self-esteem and things that we value can come and stem from way back to our conditioning and what we experience in those very early years. And so this can be a really profound time for healing for you, and even thinking about things like how you spend your money. What do you spend your money on? Is there something much deeper that goes on behind that, and assessing that? How are you spending your money? Do you tend to use it to, as a way to make yourself feel good? Because if that's something you do, and Jupiter being here, you may find that you overdo it, because Jupiter's overdoing it. And so Jupiter wants to show you, hey, there's a need for moderation here. There's something that you need looking at here. And so just thinking about that, how do you use money? Do you use it as a way to, do you give a lot away? Do you help a lot of people with money as a way to, maybe feel like that's how you get their love? Is it your love language to receive gifts? All these kind of things can be coming into it. So it's a very interesting time to maybe think about the correlation of money, our possessions, what we value, what we like, what we don't, and how that relates to our self-worth and our self-esteem. But if you are looking for a way to earn more money, do something different, do something that feels more just inspiring, something that sets you on fire more, then this will bring you opportunities. Jupiter will help you be able to find those avenues. And Jupiter rules your 8th house, which is other people's money and investments. And this can also be the house of healing and transformation and rejuvenation. So there can be some really big changes in your finances at this time as well. So maybe you're going to pay off debt. If there's debt that you want to pay, Jupiter here in your 2nd house of bringing money in could really help see you pay off your debts and lessen those sort of monthly loads that are happening. Maybe if you have an investment, you could find that your investment really goes up, and that's a way that more money is coming to you. This can also be in relation to a partner. So maybe there's something that needs working out with a partner, and really understanding, you know, is this working for me? Is this not working for me? Is this fair? What am I doing? Am I giving too much, not enough? And just really finding that balance. But the idea of Jupiter here is to bring that balance, but to bring you in a sense of where you can experience the joy and feel at peace in what you're doing, how you're earning money, how you're valuing yourself, and how you're valuing the people and the things around you as well. So just hold that in mind, my lovely Taurus, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your first house. So you have Jupiter here in your first house, which is you. So huge impact. This will throw a big punch. So if you have been feeling a little bit hard done by, or you've just felt that this has been a really heavy year or couple of years, Jupiter now moving into your first house. And don't forget, the first house is the very beginning of a new cycle, a 12-year cycle. So this isn't just going to be a 1-year cycle for you while the Jupiter's in Gemini, but this is the beginning of a new 12-year cycle for you, because Jupiter doesn't go into your first house, won't be in your first house for another 12 years. So this is setting up a new cycle for you now, bringing in new opportunities, setting you on a new trajectory for the next 12 years of all this luck and expansion and growth and healing. So it's lovely. But Jupiter is the planet of positivity as well. So you will find that just generally your outlook will feel more positive. You'll just feel a bit more inspired, a bit more motivated. But what is so beautiful about this is it's not because things are going to be coming to you in a way that feels lucky, but opportunities are going to arise that it's going to be very evident to you. It's because of how you've changed. It's because of the work you've been putting in. It's because of you and the changes that you've made, and so you're going to now see that all this abundance or all these opportunities and blessings that do come in is because of your own hard work. Is because of the things that you have done to create a better life for yourself, which means that you're now going to be highlighted with the fact that you really do create your own reality. And so that is where your inspiration is going to come from. You're inspired now to move forward and to make more changes, because you're now reaping the rewards of the changes and all the things that you have done leading up to this point, to warrant what you're going to what you will be offered at this time by Jupiter. So now Jupiter rules your 7th house, which is your partners. So that's business partners, romantic partners, one-on-ones, relationships that you have as well. So this can bring in some really good, influential, helpful people into your life as well. If you need assistance, if you need help, that will be there as well. And also just you could be that also for others, and maybe you'll feel the rewards. If you have been that for others, you will now be getting back what you have been given, which is absolutely lovely. So good luck with that, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your 12th house. So Jupiter will be in your 12th house for a year till next June. And Jupiter here, this is a comfortable house for Jupiter, because Jupiter is all about enlightenment and surrendering the bigger picture. And the 12th house is the last house. And it's all about surrender and the bigger picture and enlightenment. And so here you will find that you may want to connect more with yourself, You may start to feel more interest in things to do with spirituality, in really tapping into yourself, any unconscious work that you want to do. So therapy, things like astrology, anything that brings a sense of self-healing and connection within yourself. So this is a lovely placement to utilize and to make the most of if you really want to create and do some healing work as well, and really want to get to know yourself on a deeper level, or if there is any trauma, anything that you want healing or looking into, this is a really lovely time for you. But Jupiter here will also give you what you need. It will give you more time and more rest as well, if that's what you're needing. So if you are a bit scattered usually, or you're doing lots of things, or life's been really busy, you may find that it slows down a little bit here, just to give you some time. So it'd be really great for you to use this energy in ways of maybe doing daily meditations, or you could maybe go to a spa, because the 12th house rules isolation, or things where we are more in confinement. So that is spending maybe more time alone, going to spas, all those types of places. So just putting them into your daily routine, just to find ways to really connect with yourself, which is really, really lovely. Now, the 12th house is also associated with the house of loss. But in my experience, I haven't seen so much. I mean, loss happens all the time. It doesn't matter really what's going on necessarily in our chart. We're always experiencing loss. But the way I look at the 12th house, the 12th house is more about how we are processing loss, and it's finding the enlightenment through loss rather than experiencing the loss. I always normally find that when we have huge transits in the 11th house, that's more when the physical loss of things happen, whether that's a job, a relationship, a mindset, and the 12th house is more about processing it, making those changes now, and finding the enlightenment in it. Now, Jupiter rules your 6th house of daily routines and your health. So I would just be mindful that if you are going to not maybe listen to what you need, if your body needs rest and you're not listening, this can affect your health, and just your general emotional health as well, of needing to slow down, because Jupiter will try and get you to slow down, because this is going to be a time where it's more about introspection, and can also be a really great time as well if you are doing any work in the fields of like charity work or therapy work, anything to do with healing or behind the scenes, this, or any like holistic therapies as well. This can bring a lot of abundance to you, and you can meet some great people, you can learn some great things, you can just find some more inner peace and wisdom at this time, and it will give you inner strength. This is a placement of inner strength. You have the opportunity to really gain that right now and come out with Jupiter going into your first house next year full of fire and strength, ready to move into a new 12-year cycle, while Jupiter goes all the way back round again. So good luck with that, Cancer, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising, Jupiter is going to be moving into your 11th house. Now the 11th house here is lovely, because the 11th house is our dreams, our goals, what we desire, what we want for the future. It's our older siblings, our networks, large groups of friends, associations. And so this will be bringing blessings in those areas. So this could be bringing in some more friends, people that you align with. This can be bringing in more income, more money, because this is also another money house of income. So this could be to do with through communication, because this is in Gemini as well. So maybe a lot of communication going on this next year. Social media as well. So if there's anything you wanted to do in social media, or even if you want to change something, like you want to come away from it, doesn't mean you have to be doing it. You might have been doing years of social media, now you want to step away from it. And that's okay as well, and Jupiter will help you do that if that's where you want to go. But if you're starting something new, social media could be really good, and forms of communication. This is also older siblings, so this could be something good happening to your older sibling, or maybe just your relationship with an older sibling, or doing something together, which feels good, because Sagittarius is your 5th house. And so Jupiter rules your 5th house, the 5th house of creativity and fun, joy, your interests, your hobbies and children, your inner child. And so with this combination as well, this could be about you finding more creativity within friend groups, or ways of earning money, or you're now starting to think about what you want for your future, setting new goals, but things that are going to inspire you. And this might come from you doing something that you really enjoy, like a hobby. With Jupiter here, in order for your blessings to come in order for you to even be able to see or move forward into onto a new path, and doing something else that you'd love to do, we also have to close some doors as well and lose things along the way. And so as an example, because one thing I find with the 11th house is that we can experience losses in the 11th house, and that's only because it's trying to open us new doorways to where we really want to go. So for an example, if you have a child at home who's now going to be moving out, that child may then move out of the house, and now you have an extra room and you have more space, and now you can finally set up your new art room or your photography room or whatever it is that you do, and now it drives you, it gives you that motivation to want to do it and take it up again and take it more seriously, those kind of things. So even though there's a loss of a child, it's now opening the doorway for you to start something new. So that's what I mean by loss. So just be mindful of that. If something doesn't feel good in the moment, try and just see what is this, what could this be offering me? If this door is closing, what could this now be opening up for me? And if you do that, you will not miss the opportunities that will most definitely be coming your way. So good luck with that, Leo, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is happening in your 10th house. So Jupiter will be here for a year in your 10th house, which is very powerful. This is an angular house, so it does throw a bit more of a punch and an impact. Now the 10th house is your career and your work, what you're doing out in the world. It's also your status and the legacy that you're leaving behind. It can also pertain to parents as well. So there can be a lot of things going on in these areas. So it could be that you gain more visibility at work, more opportunities, authority figures as well may be coming in that are really supportive at this time, or maybe you are, and if you're in a position of authority, maybe the people you're working with are really great, and you'll manage to do some really good work and some great ideas. This can be even improving a relationship with a parent as well, because Sagittarius rules your 4th house as well. So your 4th house is about your ancestry, your home life, your home environment. It's your roots as well, and your parents. So this can also be about wanting to find that balance with home and work, and Jupiter being here will help you find those solutions for whatever it is that you're looking for, to create some more balance and to just bring some more inspiration to you as well, to keep going on your path. because the 10th house is also about status, this can also see a change in something. So this can be, maybe you're going to become a parent, whether that's a first time, second, third, whatever time. But this is about status, so there could be something that changes as well. So maybe you're becoming a parent again, or maybe you're now going to be getting a promotion at work and you're now, you know, a manager. So these are the things that could be happening. So very exciting, but also always remember that in order for new things to come in, we sometimes need to let go of things as well. And with the connection to the 4th house, there can be a lot of healing here that may come in as well, if that's what you're looking for too, in terms of family and just progressing as well out into the world. So good luck with that, Virgo, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your 9th house. So Jupiter will be here in your 9th house for the rest of the year till June next year, 2025. Now this is a lovely house. The 9th house is another house of expansion and growth, and Jupiter here will really help you in anything that you want to do to facilitate growth. This is higher education, this is mentors, this is teachers, so you can have some really influential people coming right now that really change the way you're thinking about life, things that you want from life, your philosophy, your beliefs, your values, just to give you more perspective, more wisdom, more insight at this time. Also, if you're a teacher or you're a mentor, you know, this can go really, really well as well, where you can really excel at this time if that's what you're trying to do. So very exciting if that's what you've been working towards. But if you are on this path of wanting to getting to know yourself better, or just find a deeper meaning and purpose in life, this is the year that you can find it with Jupiter here. So just make the most of this time. Be open to people coming in that want to help you, share knowledge. Maybe you're sharing knowledge, maybe you have important knowledge to share as well. Now 9th house is also foreign lands and countries, so there may be a lot more traveling that happens this year. So if that's what you're looking for, great. So maybe more holidays, maybe working abroad, maybe even communicating, because it's Gemini as well, so there can be a lot more communication with people in foreign countries as well. So if that's to do with work, or your MC is here, that could really increase as well. So great. But Sagittarius rules your 3rd house. So Jupiter rules your 3rd house, and 3rd house again is about teaching, communication, lots of sort of traveling as well, and quite a busy house. So it seems like this year is going to be a year for you where there can be a lot of revelations, a lot of wisdom coming through, a lot of expansion and growth in yourself and in anything that you're doing that feels really purposeful to you. So good luck with that, Libra, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising, Jupiter will be going into your 8th house for a year. So the Jupiter here will be bringing lots of opportunities for growth and transformation, whether that's within yourself, whether that's to do with money and your stability. But here it's really going to help you excel forward in anything that you do in terms of therapy, any type of research you're doing. So if there's something that you've really wanted to do and really sort of get serious about, or if you want to just connect with yourself more, or even with a partner, because this is the house of deep emotional intimacy as well and connection. And so you can find that this is a really lovely time to become more connected with a partner as well, and as well as yourself too. This can be a really good time for things like loans and investments, because Jupiter blesses the house wherever it is, and this is the house of investments, money, inheritances, your partner's money. So your partner, if you have one, may be lucky at this time. Maybe they get a promotion, maybe they have a good investment that comes their way. But joint finances will start looking up and being a bit more easier. So if, for instance, you wanted to or you needed more support financially because maybe you're changing job or you're going back into studying and you feel that you need an extra support, maybe through a loan or a partner, this will support you at this time. So that's really great, because the reason why that support will be there is because sometimes we need it in order to put the focus on us, to transform and to change. And that might mean having to go back into education. That might mean going into therapy. That might mean many things. But if we have that support, it means that we can facilitate that change and that growth a whole lot more. So this is that year, if that's what you're thinking about. Which is great. Now, the 8th house is also the house of secrets and things that are hidden. It's the conscious. It's what we know is hidden. So this may highlight to you things like certain fears that you have that have held you back. So if that is the case, Jupiter will probably highlight this for you as well. So just keep that in mind. But don't be afraid. Jupiter will give you the strength here to really see it through and give you the wisdom that you need to heal that. And so be open to that. But also, if anyone is keeping a secret from you, that will be highlighted too. And it doesn't mean in a bad way. It could just be that you are going to get surprises. Maybe you have a partner that's going to surprise you on a holiday, and they've been keeping a secret that they've been, saving some money, or, whatever it may be, whether it's bad or good. But it will give you what it is that you need, or whatever's going to help you move forward to see the truth of anything. So just bear that in mind as well. So good luck, Scorpio, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your 7th house of partnership. So Jupiter will be here for a year, blessing you with people coming into your life that are going to be more supportive, maybe very healing, and just help you move forward where it is that you want to go. And whether this is partnerships, whether this is a business partnership, people at work, one-on-one, maybe you need support in a particular area, you're looking for that really great lawyer or accountant or therapist, whatever it may be, you will find it. If you're looking for it and you want it, you will find it with Jupiter here. This can also bring some more inspirational people into your life as well. And blessings. So you may make some new partnerships. And if you are looking for a partnership and you're single, great. Someone could come your way with Jupiter here, especially if you are a woman, because in Vedic astrology represents the husband. So that, be open to that if that's what you are looking for. But also this can be blessings coming to your partner if you have a partner as well. And just some more joy and creativity and healing in partnerships that you have as well. So if there is anything that has been difficult or challenging, this is a time that you can really connect back in and really find that joy again in your partnerships too. Also, I would just say that how you're showing up in your relationships as well is going to determine the quality of your relationships. So if there is anything that you need to look at or anything that you need to change, Jupiter will highlight that for you as well. But it's only so that you can have some more fulfilling and more peaceful, more aligned connections as well. So good luck with that, Sagittarius, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your 6th house. So Jupiter will be in your 6th house for a year, blessing you with your daily routines, your work, your health. So if there's anything that hasn't been feeling very aligned or very good, Jupiter's going to give you the chance now to really get this house in order. So if you have been thinking, right, I really wanted to start with this new diet or go to the gym or I need to, cut back on my work, or schedule it a better way that gives me more time. Jupiter here will help you do that, and bless you with opportunities to be able to fit these things in, or change things, or bring people in that are going to help you as well. But because Jupiter does expand and it can be in excess, if you are doing too much in this house, or you're overdoing it, this can affect your health. So just be mindful, because this is the 6th house of your emotional health, your physical health. So if that starts playing up and you do find that you're feeling very drained, it's because Jupiter's trying to show you something, that maybe you need to let go of this, or let go of that, or slow down, or maybe you're not really enjoying what it is that you're doing and how you're doing things, and now we need to get back to the drawing board and change it. Also, this will be a brilliant time for you to implement any natural healing remedies, like Reiki, acupuncture, all things like that, because again, Gemini is the hands, and so anything like this, anything healing and holistic, will be really, really great for you to do at this time. So make the most of that if you can. Now, in Vedic astrology, the 6th house can also be known as debt and enemies as well. So if you do have any debt, Jupiter here can help you release that and work through that. And if you have any opponents or anything like that, anything difficult, anything challenging, Jupiter here will be looking out for you and blessing you with that strength, and help you work through any difficulties in a way that it works in your favor. So just make sure that you're being true to yourself. Make sure that you're choosing what's most aligned for you, what's going to put you in on the trajectory of most healing, most peace, and most fulfillment and joy, and you will do just fine. So good luck with that, Capricorn, and I wish you all the very best. Now, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, Jupiter will be entering your 5th house for a year. A lovely house, a house which is all about our joy, pleasure, fun, interests, hobbies. It's the house of romance as well, and children, and our inner child. So fun times ahead if you want them, but be careful. Jupiter does give excess, so you don't want to burn yourself out to the point where you can't enjoy yourself anymore. So all in moderation, keep that in mind. But the 5th house is also about our self-expression, creativity, and it can also be self-employment as well. So things that we want to do, it's expressing that in a creative way. So you may find that you take up more hobbies, or there's an opportunity and time that's given to you to do more hobbies, more interests. And now this might be something that you turn into something where you can set up a little business on the side, or earn a bit more money from, because Sagittarius rules your 11th house as well, which is the money that can bring us more income, finances as well. So it could be through an interest that you could earn more money at this time, if that's what you want. This could also see you making some new friends through interests and hobbies too. With Jupiter in your 5th house, this can also bring more children if that's what you're looking for. So if you are hoping to expand your family, this can see the addition of a new member of the family if that's what you want. And the same with romance. If you're looking for more romance in your life, brilliant, lovely. Jupiter will bring that to you. So there'll be more opportunities for this, but it just might mean, in order for you to be able to access this, you have to maybe make some sacrifices as well. So whether that's because you've been putting all your focus on work and you haven't been, really balancing your time properly, or Maybe there's this need to connect more with your inner child, and there's some healing work that needs doing so that you can bring some more joy back into your life. But here, this is what Jupiter wants to bless you with. If you have children as well, this can also be good things happening with your children too, or your relationship growing with them and becoming more joyful as well. So if there's more time that you've wanted to spend with them, or just more quality time, this is a great time too. So good luck with that, Aquarius, and I wish you all the very best. And now for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, this is happening in your 4th house. So Jupiter will be entering your 4th house for a year, blessing your home, your family life, and which is really lovely, because I mean, it's been in the 3rd house for a year, which is a very busy house. And maybe you've wanted to spend more time at home, you know. I don't know. If you have, then great, because you probably will be with Jupiter here. But it doesn't mean you're not going to be as busy. It just means that you're going to be busier in the home. So it might mean that you're doing more work from home. It could mean that you're going to have a lot more people coming into the home, because, you know, it is Gemini people, you know, lots of communication. Maybe there's more communication going on within the home as well, but maybe that's just what's needed too. This can be expanding your family, so it could be more people moving into the home as well. So if that's something that you think or it's been on the cards, this is the year that you could see it happen, where maybe you move in with someone, or you expand your family through having another child. Maybe you'll have, you know, a roommate that you've been looking for that comes and takes, you know, and helps you with the rent. So yeah, it will bring blessings here. It can also be an expansion of the home. So the house physically expanding, whether you're doing building work on it, or you're just making it feel nice, a lot more nicer for yourself, more luxurious, more enjoyable to be in. So you could be renovating. You could even buy a new house. So if there is a house or a home that you're looking for this year, Jupiter will be blessing you with that house that you want, if that's what you're looking for, which is lovely. And because Sagittarius rules your 10th house of your status, your career, this can be a change in your status. So it can again be that maybe something's changing in your home. Maybe you're now going to be working from home, or managing from home. You know, you have more flexibility as well with work and home, which feels better for you as well. So generally, Jupiter here is about expansion and growth and healing. So you'll be seeing this in the areas of your home, in whatever way that is for you. This can also bring deep healing with any ancestral wounding, because this is the house of your roots and your ancestry, your parents. So you could find that your relationship with your parents become a lot more joyful, and the relationship develops. It becomes easier and more healing as well, if that's what's needed. The opportunity is here. This can also be good things happening within the family home, so people that you live with or your parents. So maybe there's going to be some good news that comes from that, or some enlightenment, something that brings you some healing in whatever way that is. So good luck, Pisces, and I wish you all the very best.